Hello everybody. This is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we're going to do an arrangement in a container that was brought to us. So this is a vase that was brought to us by one of the sororities, and they wanted a buffet type arrangement in this container. Now the only problem is this is a pretty deep container. You can see it's pretty deep. It's not shallow at all, and it's hard for it to hold. Like if I needed to put floral foam in, it's a little hard for it to hold floral foam. I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can see it a little better. So what we've done is we have taken a little liner. I've added a piece of fresh floral foam into that liner. It has been soaked in water, so always remember anytime you're working with floral foam, soak that in water first before you start inserting your flowers. I have taped it into the container. Now this liner is sticking out a little bit, probably about an inch and a half. It's okay because I am going to come down with my foliage. You'll never know. The wonderful part is it is a white liner, so you can't really hardly tell that it is in there. I'm going to start out using a little Robellini foliage. And y'all forgive me if my voice sounds funny. I am still getting over a cold, so I apologize. I'm going to take my Robellini. I cut that stem at an angle, and I am tucking that right in to my floral foam. And I am kind of going to angle down with that foam. With that greenery, because I really want it to kind of cover this liner. So I am just taking and going all the way around with that Robellini so that it will kind of cover that liner. I do have some eucalyptus and other types of foliage, so I will use those to cover up those edges. You can kind of see how it's just covering that edge a little bit. It's kind of fun to use different containers though, and to be able to make different arrangements and different styles. Now we have used this container before. This is not new to us. It's a container that we have used before, but in the past I used it as just a vase where I filled it with water and then we made the arrangement directly down in the vase. Now the only thing is I just couldn't get it quite as large as I wanted it. So it's nice to do it a little differently so that we are able to change it up some. Next I'm going to come in with some spiral eucalyptus or baby blue euc. I took that stem, cut it at an angle, and tucked that right in. But you can kind of see how this spiral eucalyptus is giving us some line. It's giving us some height in this arrangement. See how pretty that looks? Kind of fun and different. A little bit of whimsy. there is our spiral eucalyptus coming out the top. Got one more piece here. All right. So next we're going to come in. Let's see what is our next foliage. Oh goodness, my nose is itching. So these are called tea leaves. Look how pretty and burgundy they are. So the fun part is this arrangement is for Mississippi State's homecoming. And our colors at Mississippi State happen to be burgundy and white. And so these are going to work out beautifully in our arrangement. And give us that wonderful maroon color without me having to paint anything. In the past, I have painted foliage to tuck in, but how great is it that I can just use natural burgundy colored greenery. All right, so there's our burgundy tea leaves. Next we're going to come in with a little bit of, this is a Parfolia eucalyptus. Nope, it's a gunai euc. It's just a whimsy euc. I am not exactly sure of the variety. So I love that this kind of gives us a lot of airiness. So I just took it and broke it into smaller pieces. And I'm just tucking it in. And I love the whimsy of the eucalyptus. It just kind of gives us a little bit of a movement. And it's helping cover that edge of that container, which is always so nice. And this arrangement is going to be on a buffet table, so it's important that it's pretty all the way around. All right, y'all, it's just pretty all by itself. It honestly doesn't really even need flowers, does it? Okay, next we're gonna come in with some white hydrangeas. So we have some large white hydrangeas. I'm gonna take their sleeves off. I'm gonna remove any of the foliage, cut that stem at an angle, and I'm going to dip it in some quick dip if I cut the stem shorter. Now, quick dip is a hydrating solution that helps to keep these hydrangeas hydrated and happy. So I just dipped it in that quick dip and tucked it right into that floral foam. And I'm just going all the way around with these white hydrangeas. I'm just nestling those right down into that floral foam. Y'all, it has made all of the difference with having a liner in this container. I'm able to get this arrangement so much larger with a liner than I could with having my flowers tucked way down deep. Another thing is the snapdragon. Hey Callie, can I have another hydrangea? I just broke this one. I'm sorry. I am able to have a whole lot more style in the arrangement also. So that's really nice, is that you're able to really make it look a little more stylish.
That's looking good.
Is that looking okay? Isn't that much bigger and showier? Last year I felt like it was just too tight, honestly. And this year it's so much prettier. It's so much prettier. Okay, so there's our white hydrangeas. Next we're going to come in with some heart roses. Now our heart roses are kind of a burgundy colored red rose. It's a deeper red than a traditional. Callie has already wired them for me, so I'm just going to take them and cut them. I am having issues with this phone today. And push them right over into that foam. Let's see. So I'm just taking each of these flowers, cutting them at an angle, and pressing them right over into that foam. All right, so there's our roses. Next we're going to come in with some thistle. So we have, if you've seen some of our videos lately, we've had the opportunity to purchase some thistle, and it's painted thistle. And y'all, we've really enjoyed the maroon painted thistle. So I'm just going to take this, and this is really going to kind of be one of our filler flowers. So we're just going to take it and tuck a little bit of that thistle here and there in this arrangement. I've really, really liked the painted thistle. Another thing with the thistle that has been painted is, y'all, it lasts a long time. Sometimes you'll get thistle and it'll start to turn on you. But with this painted, it really has preserved it. And it's been, it's lasting forever. Like, Mama even pulled it out and let it dry, is what I mean. So, the thistle even dried pretty. And thistle doesn't always dry pretty. It sometimes wants to kind of crinkle up. All right, so there's our thistle. And then the last thing we're going to add to this container is we're going to add a little bit of wax flower. Now my wax flower is actually kind of a fall colored wax. It's kind of a pinky reddish color, but I thought we would nestle just a hint of this right down into this arrangement. It would give us a little bit of a fall color, but it would work perfectly with the maroon and white. Now this is actually a tinted wax flower. Wax flower really doesn't come this color, but we've really enjoyed the fall tinted wax flower also. It's just been really pretty. All right. And so you can see I'm just kind of turning this container. I'm just going all the way around. All right, and there is our mixed arrangement for a buffet. So the flowers that we used include white hydrangeas, red heart roses, thistle, which has been painted, and some reddish colored wax flower. We also, in our foliage, used Robellini foliage, some tea leaves, we used some eucalyptus. We had mixed eucalyptus that included the spiral and the gunite eucalyptus. And so this is going to be placed on a buffet table for this weekend for homecoming. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me. If you have any questions about how I put this together or any of the arrangements that we do here at the shop, please don't hesitate to ask. You know, we're so happy to answer. If you would do me a great big favor, like this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you have not already subscribed to our channel here on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you haven't already, hit that little bell down below. It's going to give you notifications for when we have a new video. Guys, y'all have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you soon.